Hey YouTube. So our last video, we took a look at this engine. We opened it up, took it out of the box, and started it up, and it took off and ran. It actually doesn't run too bad, but we've got 2 tanks of gas through it already. Let's turn it on, and it's cold. We'll start it. So we know that it runs. I did take the shield off they had around here so we can get a closer look on the inside of it here. And I do like the way this thing is built. It seems like they're starting to get their ducks in a row, but there are some things that we do need to address. We're not going to worry about our slop for our valve clearance. We're not going to dick around too much with the carburetor, but what we are going to look at is where our cam timing is and where our ignition timing is. We'll get a spot cleaned up on this flywheel. We've got a photo tack, but I need to get me a shop towel and get it brought in. So, perfect, shop towel. How cool is that? Well, we got some cleaner here. We'll just clean up one spot on this. That photo tack, it takes strips of reflective tape. So we got a little square cut off of that. We'll put it on our flywheel. We'll see what our RPM is, and we'll see what we can do to make this engine run a little bit more smooth. And yeah, if I can get this thing opened up, we can get moving. So we got our little square of reflective tape. Put it on the clean spot of our flywheel. And I don't know how well this photo tack works, but we'll give it a shot. That photo tack was so we can check to see for belt slippage, which that was a great thought on that turbine generator. So we'll revisit that one, and let's get this thing here. We'll start him up again. Looks like it's about 2,000 RPM. 2,100. So between 2,000 and 2,100. And it doesn't sound like it's running evenly. So let's see what we can do about that. We're going to take a look, and I don't know if you guys have seen in the other videos, we've got something that might help to explain what we're going to do. I'll get the camera moved, and we'll bring this thing up. Have you guys got to see this yet? There. It's a little bit big to get all in frame, but this is a 4-stroke 4-cycle engine, much like the one that we're working on, and we'll show it one more time. But so right now we're at bottom dead center on our exhaust stroke. If you watch here and here, you can see that our exhaust valve is just starting to open as our piston's coming up. So we've completed our exhaust stroke. And if you look right here at top dead center, both of these valves are starting to rock. That's our cam overlap. So now we're starting on our intake stroke. We're pulling in an air and fuel charge. We get to bottom dead center, and now we're on our compression stroke. We're squeezing it close to top dead center. And can you see our spark plug right in there that lit up? So we just fired our air and fuel charge. Now we're on our power stroke. Both valves are closed. We're forcing our piston down. We get to bottom dead center, and right here you can see that our exhaust valve is starting to open. So our exhaust, intake, compression, power, exhaust. So with that said, we'll get our little guy down here and put him back up, and we're going to see where our valve events are happening and where our ignition's happening at. Are you guys close enough now? So we're going to turn this on. We're not going to start it, but we're going to look back here and listen. So I just heard it snap. So we're firing quite a ways before top dead center. So our ignition is highly advanced. High timing on a low compression engine isn't, well, you don't need to. But let's look at our valve events. So we know we just came off of our ignition cycle. So now we're starting our power stroke. And well, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see it all. Oh. Get this plug wire out of your way. You guys see these valves? This one here is our inlet, and that one's our exhaust valve. Now mind you, we are just now starting our power cycle, and can you see what's going on? So compression, power, we're coming around, we're on our power cycle, and we're not quite at bottom dead center yet. And if you look, our exhaust valve here is already started to move before we're even at top or bottom dead center to push that exhaust out. So it seems to me that our valve events are too far advanced also. So right now we're starting our exhaust. We should be after bottom dead center, but it's happening too soon. So we've pushed our exhaust out, and we're not quite at top dead center yet. And if you look, our intake valve is opening. So our cam is advanced. Let's go ahead and address that. Turn our ignition back off. And that will be set by changing our cam drive gear on our crankshaft. So we got it broken loose. That's real close. Okay. Okay. Well, let's take a look at this guy. Now, this top is our inlet. The bottom is our exhaust. Let's look at our crank. So we're at bottom dead center. We're coming back forward on the exhaust stroke. And if you look, this is just starting to open. So our exhaust is open, coming up on top dead. See our valve overlap moving? We're at top dead, coming up on our intake stroke. Our exhaust is closed now. Intake is happening. We get to the bottom, it should be closed. It's still moving. That could be the cam profile also. So we're coming up on our compression. Turn our ignition and see when our spark happens. Right there's our spark. So power and exhaust. So, okay, with that adjustment made, let's see if this thing will still run. We do have more adjustment on our throttle just by doing that. This tach is crazy. It's reading anywhere from 27 to 6,000, 7,000. We're getting too close to the ignition. Well, we're reading about 1,400. So we've lost 500 RPM on our idle side. Now let's adjust our timing. There's no reason for this to fire that much before top dead center. We'll go ahead and adjust this here. So that's top dead center. We'll set our timing right at 0 degrees. Tighten that down and check it. There, 0 degrees timing. Need more fuel. Sounds a little bit better. I don't understand this tachometer yet. It's like we're down around 1100. Sounding a little bit more even. See what we can do about adjusting this carburetor. This carburetor a little bit more here. Not running as smooth as we'd like, but it's not jumping around everywhere either. Give it some throttle and see if it replies. We still have plenty of throttle response. And obviously we still have plenty of oil. I don't know if we're 100% done satisfied with this guy yet, but we have made some improvements. It seems like it runs a little bit slower. I've been running this long, and it's just now you can start to feel some heat into it. Back of my hand on the bottom of the cylinder, it's just warm. So, and these get. You gotta remember, guys, these are just, look at these big stupid fingers, they get in the way. These are little itty bitty engines. You're not expected to run these things wide open, and a full size engine like this, 325 RPM, 500 tops. I mean, yeah. So it's a scale model, and obviously they're gonna run faster than that. But you don't want to run them wide open. There's no sense in it. Gotta run it faster than that, though. So, alright guys, well, hopefully you can use this information if you have any 4-cycle engine that you need to time, because the principles are the same, whether it's 1 cylinder or 8 or more. They all work the same way. So, alright, well, that'll do it for tonight, and we'll come back and we'll have something else to look at. Maybe revisit that turbine again. But yeah, all right. Hey, once again, you guys are great. I love doing these videos, and your guys' comments are fantastic. So, and when we get to 500 subscribers, we have another engine over there. So that'll get given away. I've got some new t-shirts. Those can go to you. And I might be able to find another coffee mug or two. So, all right. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back. Thanks again.